Several unsettling and frankly bizarre discoveries have been made in Russia in recent years. Some of these mysterious events and revelations even made headlines all around the globe and left the masses contemplating what exactly is happening in the land of superlatives. For most of these incidents and discoveries, there is absolutely no reliable explanation out there. From alien corpses to the sighting of the Russian Yeti, here are 20 unsettling finds from Russia that have yet to be fully elucidated. Number 20. Child prodigy from Mars. Imagine a child coming up with claims of having knowledge about various plants and other worlds at a very young age. That's exactly what happened in Russia. Boris Kiprianovich, also known as Boriska or Little Boris, has perplexed researchers with his extraordinary claims about the past and the future. According to his mother, his birth did not even feel like a normal one. She noticed something unusual during his birth on January 11, 1996, as he had the gaze of an adult rather than that of a newborn. Boriska's abilities seemingly developed at a rapid pace, with claims that he could speak simple words at 4 months and form sentences at 8 months. By the age of 1, he could reportedly read simple newspaper headlines. He exhibited exceptional psychic abilities that initially concerned his parents. However, they eventually recognized that Boriska possessed an extraordinary brain and was no ordinary child. His deep fascination with celestial objects and knowledge of astronomical phenomena, including Mars, planetary systems, other civilizations, and unknown extraterrestrial objects impressed those around him. Boriska claimed that he had a previous life on Mars, where a highly advanced civilization resided underground due to devastating radiation from a nuclear war. Boriska believed he was not alone in his extraterrestrial origins, asserting that there were other children like him, referred to as the Indigo Children. These children were believed to be reincarnations with supernatural powers, supposedly survived the Martian wars, and were sent to Earth with the mission to save humanity. He also discussed prehistoric events and claimed to have visited Earth during the Lemurian era, which refers to a hypothetical lost continent known as Lemuria. Boris described a spacecraft he designed with multiple layers, including a special magnetic layer that, when energized, would allow the machine to travel anywhere in the universe. Specialists from the Institute of Terrestrial Magnetism, Ionosphere, and Radio Waves reportedly captured photographs of Boriska's unusually strong aura, characterized by an orange spectrogram suggesting a joyful disposition. However, the current whereabouts of Boriska and his mother remained a mystery, with attempts by journalists to locate them proving unsuccessful. Some sources suggest that they reside in a remote village under Russian government protection, while others claim they are in Moscow. Number 19. Sasquatch sighting. In 2016, a dashcam video captured in Russia sparked speculation and excitement among Bigfoot enthusiasts. The footage shows a mysterious figure crossing a road in the remote Russian wilderness. The creature in question has been compared to the legendary Bigfoot or Yeti due to its large size and humanoid appearance. The video gained attention due to its intriguing nature, with many speculating that it could provide evidence of the existence of Bigfoot or a similar creature in Russia. However, it is important to note that the authenticity of the video remains unverified, and skepticism surrounds such sightings. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, is a legendary creature often associated with North American folklore. It is described as a large, hairy, ape-like creature that reportedly roams the wilderness. While there have been numerous reported sightings and footprints attributed to Bigfoot, the scientific community generally considers the evidence insufficient to support its existence. The alleged Bigfoot sighting in Russia adds to the ongoing debate surrounding the creature's existence. Researchers and enthusiasts continue to investigate and analyze evidence, including photographs, videos, and eyewitness accounts, in the quest for answers. Number 18. Extraterrestrial skeleton. The recent discovery of an ancient skeleton with an elongated skull at Russia's Stonehenge has sparked excitement among UFO enthusiasts, who see it as evidence of extraterrestrial visits in the past. However, archaeologists offer a different perspective, stating that the skeleton belonged to a female from a tribe that practiced head binding to intentionally shape the skull. Maria Makarova, a researcher, explained that the well-preserved skeleton likely belonged to a woman from the Sarmati tribe, which inhabited regions now encompass modern-day Ukraine, Kazakhstan, and southern Russia. The elongated shape of the skull was a result of the tribe's tradition of using ropes to bind the heads of their children, a practice known to have been prevalent among the tribe. While archaeologists suggest a cultural explanation for the skull's elongation, believers in extraterrestrial life propose that the tribe may have been mimicking the appearance of alien visitors with elongated skulls. The exact reason behind the tribe's skull-lengthening tradition remains a topic of ongoing research and speculation. Scientists who studied the photographs of the skeleton argue that it does not date back to the same period as the Arkham archaeological site, which originated around 4000 BC. Instead, they estimate that the bones likely date to a more recent period, around 200 to 300 AD number 17, an alien corpse. In another alien incident, the recent discovery of an unusual corpse near a nuclear power plant in Russia has sparked the interest of conspiracy theorists and UFO hunters who believe it could be evidence of extraterrestrial life. The body has puzzled experts who initially speculated it might be a mutant chicken embryo. However, scientists assert that if the body is indeed a corpse, it does not resemble any known animal on Earth. With its enigmatic skull, lack of a neck, and wings, one expert described the creature as neither fish nor fowl. The Institute of Biophysics in Krasnoyarsk, where the body was taken for further examination, has also been unable to determine its origins. Biologist Yegor Zadarev expressed the need for extensive studies to identify the creature or organism accurately. The baffling nature of the discovery has fueled speculation among alien enthusiasts who firmly believe that it represents an extraterrestrial being. Scott C. Waring from UFO Sightings Daily confidently labeled the body as a tiny alien, emphasizing that it bears no resemblance to any known animal species. He speculated that the ongoing DNA analysis testing would shed light on its true nature. The appearance of the corpse does evoke imagery from science fiction movies featuring extraterrestrial creatures, reminiscent of the aliens portrayed in the Sigourney Weaver films. However, the reason behind its presence near a nuclear power plant in Russia remains a mystery. Number 16. Bones of a sea monster. The discovery of a spooky skeleton that washed ashore in Russia sparked widespread speculation and fueled beliefs in the existence of sea monsters. Initially, tests conducted on the skeleton ruled out common aquatic creatures such as fish, alligators, and crocodiles, leading to theories that it could be the remains of a prehistoric creature. The bones were first encountered by soldiers who stumbled upon them in 2006. After 8 years of anticipation, scientists have finally determined the true identity of the mysterious skeleton. Marine specialists have concluded that it belongs to a large beluga whale. The remains were found on a beach in Sakhalin, an island located in eastern Russia. The distinctive feature that ultimately revealed the creature's true nature was its skull. Experts released comparative images of the beluga whale's skull to highlight the striking resemblance between the two sets of bones, solidifying the conclusion that the skeleton belonged to this particular species. The revelation of the skeleton being that of a beluga whale brought an end to the speculation surrounding the mysterious creature. While the initial excitement led some to believe in the existence of sea monsters, the identification of the skeleton as a known species demonstrated that it was not a previously undiscovered or mythical creature. Number 15. 5,000-year-old lovers. Near Lake Baikal in Siberia, archaeologists made a remarkable discovery. At a burial site, remains of an elderly couple were found, who have been holding hands for approximately 5,000 years. The skeletal remains are believed to be the remains of an ancient dignitary and his lover. They were also wearing unique rings made of rare white jade, with one of the rings placed over the man's eye socket. The couple is thought to belong to the ancient Bronze Age Glazkov culture, which inhabited the Baikal region. The excavation site overlooks Lake Baikal. This discovery provides valuable insights into the customs and rituals of this ancient culture. Among the intriguing findings is a metal implement discovered inside a leather pouch placed between the man's kneecaps. Russian scientists have not yet disclosed the details of this artifact, adding an air of mystery to the discovery. The male skeleton had 3 jade rings placed on his chest, while a 20-inch jade dagger, also made of rare stone, was found within the grave. According to archaeologist Dr. Dmitry Kichagin from Irkutsk National Research Technical University, the rings were likely connected to the couple's beliefs about the afterlife. The purpose of the large jade knife found near the woman remains a topic of curiosity and further investigation. Pendants made from red deer and musk deer teeth were found on the man's skull and around his feet. Unfortunately, the upper part of the female skeleton has been damaged by rodents, limiting the amount of information that can be gleaned from her remains. More research and analysis are necessary to fully understand the significance of this ancient burial and the role of the individuals within the Glazkov culture. Number 14. Prehistoric dolmens. Located in the Caucasus Mountains of Russia, near the cities of Gelendzhik, Tuapse, Novorossiysk, and Sochi, lie approximately 2,000 megalithic monuments known as dolmens. These structures have been subject to varying estimations of age by archaeologists, with some suggesting they were built 10,000 to 25,000 years ago, while others place their age between 4,000 and 10,000 years. The dolmens in the Caucasus are unique examples of prehistoric architecture constructed using Cyclopean stone blocks. The massive stones are shaped and fitted together at right angles, and some are finely crafted, forming perfectly circular structures when assembled. The dolmens exhibit diverse shapes, including square, trapezoidal, rectangular, and round. Each dolmen features a central facade with a round entrance through which a person can crawl. Adjacent to these entrances, precisely cut round stones have been found, which likely served as movable barriers. The construction techniques and purpose of these dolmens remain a topic of debate among Russian and international archaeologists. One theory presented in the book, Ringing Cedars of Russia, suggests that approximately 25,000 years ago, the dolmens served as chambers where Vedrus sages engaged in eternal meditation. According to the book, while their physical bodies have long disappeared, their souls and wisdom are believed to remain within these chambers, providing guidance and knowledge to visitors. It is also suggested that through complete isolation within the dolmens, the sages could disconnect from their usual sensory organs and access communication with the mind of the universe. Number 13. Mammoth Bone Monument. In Russia's forest steppe, the remains of a structure constructed from the bones of over 60 woolly mammoths have recently been found. Dating back approximately 25,000 years, the purpose behind this ancient construction remains a mystery. However, several clues within the site provide insights into its significance. Within the 40-foot circular building, evidence of fires, vegetable food scraps, and a potential food storage area has been uncovered. The site, located in Kostenki, a village on the Don River in Russia, is renowned for its wealth of Paleolithic sites, with nearly 20 identified in the area. Similar structures, known as mammoth houses, have been documented in Eastern Europe, albeit typically smaller in size, around 10 feet in diameter. These structures were thought to offer protection from the harsh cold of the Ice Age. However, due to the exceptional size of the recently discovered building, archaeologists believe it held special significance. Lead author of the study, archaeologist Alexander Pryor from the University of Exeter, emphasized the effort and time invested in its construction, indicating its importance to the people who built it. Marjolaine Bosch, a zoo archaeologist from the University of Cambridge who visited the site, suggested that the large scale of the structure suggests its role as a lasting landmark, a meeting place, a site of ceremonial importance, or a refuge during extreme weather conditions. Number 12. Prehistoric ancestor of dogs and wolves. In 2018, an incredible discovery was made in the remote region of Yakutia in northeastern Russia. A perfectly preserved puppy, estimated to be 18,000 years old, was found in the permafrost. This fascinating find has provided scientists with a unique glimpse into the past and has sparked worldwide interest. The frozen puppy, named Dogor, was discovered by local residents near the Indigirka River. The remarkable state of preservation is due to the frozen permafrost, which acted as a natural freezer, effectively preserving the remains. Dogor's head, fur, and teeth are exceptionally well preserved, allowing researchers to examine the ancient specimen in remarkable detail. Despite the careful analysis conducted by experts, determining Dogor's species has proven to be a challenge. Initial assessments suggested that Dogor may have been a young wolf. However, Subsequent DNA testing conducted at the Swedish Center for Paleogenetics in Stockholm revealed surprising results. The genetic analysis did not definitively identify Dogor as either a dog or a wolf, leaving researchers puzzled. It is possible that Dogor represents an early ancestor of both species or a transitional form between them. This discovery has significant implications for our understanding of the domestication of dogs. The prevailing theory suggests that dogs descended from wolves, with early humans selectively breeding them for specific traits over thousands of years. Dogor's unique genetic composition could provide insights into the early stages of this domestication process and the complex relationship between humans and canines. Number 11. Lake Baikal, located in South Siberia, is a breathtaking natural wonder that showcases the power of beauty and nature called Lake Baikal. This lake is known for its rich oxygen content, making life possible in its depths. This lake has a maximum depth of 1,642 meters and is almost 25 million years old. It contains 20% of the world's unfrozen freshwater, earning it the nickname Galapagos of Russia. It houses over 3,000 species of flora and fauna, with 2,500 animal species and 1,500 plant species, 80% of which are unique to its ecosystem. The turquoise-clear waters of Lake Baikal offer incredible visibility, allowing a clear view down to approximately 40 meters. Surrounded by unusual, ever-shifting mountains, the lake presents a picturesque landscape comparable in size to Belgium. With its frozen surface for up to 5 months a year, Lake Baikal boasts some of the most transparent and thickest ice in the world, enabling a vehicle to pass over it. Beneath the ice, one can observe fish, green stones, plants, and the bluish Gulf. Lake Baikal is also renowned for its unique features, such as Baikal algae found exclusively in its waters. The lake experiences cracking ice, with cracks ranging from 10 to 30 kilometers, allowing oxygen to penetrate the water and benefit the fish population. The only river flowing from within the lake is the Angara River, while other rivers flow into the lake. The presence of 2 nearby cities adds to the cultural significance of the area. During summer, Lake Baikal transforms into a magnificent sight as warmer temperatures draw Siberians who come with swimsuits to enjoy the lake's beauty. Lake Baikal's exceptional characteristics have inspired Russian scientists to create the term Baikalogy to describe its unique ecosystem and geological features. With its captivating allure and ecological importance, Lake Baikal stands as a testament to the awe-inspiring wonders of nature, beckoning visitors to witness its splendor and appreciate the precious diversity it sustains. Number 10. Scary Sinkhole. A massive sinkhole that suddenly appeared overnight in Russia has sparked fear among locals, who have dubbed it the Gate to Hell. The enormous hole, measuring 105 feet wide and 165 feet deep, is large enough to swallow a 16-story building. It emerged near the village of Neladino in the Nizhny Novgorod region, which is home to just 111 residents. While no injuries were reported, the villagers are now living in fear that another sinkhole might open up beneath their homes while they sleep. The incident has left the community on edge, particularly the children who are terrified of a similar event occurring at night. The sudden appearance of the massive sinkhole has raised concerns about the safety and stability of the area. Residents worry that there is no guarantee another sinkhole won't emerge in the middle of the village, or worse, directly under their houses. The discovery of the sinkhole was alarming, and it was mushroom pickers who first stumbled upon the gaping hole. They quickly alerted the landowner, a local farmer, who promptly contacted the police. Authorities swiftly cordoned off the area surrounding the sinkhole to prevent curious bystanders from approaching too closely. A police spokesperson emphasized the potential danger, stating that the collapse occurred in an agricultural field just 2 kilometers away from nearby homes. Interestingly, the field had been unused for the past 2 years, further adding to the mystery of the sinkhole's appearance. Sinkholes can form due to various factors, such as the erosion of underground water sources or the dissolution of soluble rocks beneath the surface. These geological phenomena can be unpredictable and pose significant risks to infrastructure and human safety. The sudden emergence of such a colossal sinkhole in the region has raised concerns about the stability of the local terrain. The village of Neladino now faces an unsettling reality as residents grapple with the fear of another sinkhole occurrence. Number 9. Footballs of God. In the remote and appropriately named Champ Island, located above the polar circle, an extraordinary sight awaits visitors. Huge stone balls, some reaching up to 2 meters in height, scattered across the barren landscape. These perfectly spherical rocks have captivated the imagination of those who have encountered them, earning them the nickname Footballs of the Gods. At first glance, it may seem difficult to believe that these formations are natural and not man-made or the work of giants. Champ Island, spanning 374 square kilometers, has never been inhabited, and scientists are certain that these stone balls are not of human origin, although they have differing opinions on their formation. Similar, albeit smaller, stone balls were discovered last year on Heiss Island within the same archipelago. According to Russian polar researcher Viktor Boyarsky, the spherical formations are composed of soft sandstone. Many of the larger balls have split into 2 halves, and the largest stone on the island is gradually breaking down over time. Konstantin Zykov, from the Arctic Federal University, explains that these rocks were formed thousands of years ago through a process of crystallization and subsequent magnetization of sand grains onto a crystal. As the sand grains harden, they create a dense, spherical shape. However, Austrian geologist Sepp Friedhuber suggests that the rocks acquired their rounded shapes underwater and have an organic core at their center. Various theories have been proposed by geologists attempting to unravel the mystery of the stone balls, highlighting the lack of consensus on their origin and formation. Each expert seems to have their own interpretation of this natural phenomenon. Number 8. Whalebone Alley. Perched on the northern tip of Siberia's remote Yitigran Island, an extraordinary sight awaits those who venture to Whalebone Alley. Here, the landscape is adorned with colossal whale ribs and vertebrae, serving as silent witnesses to a bygone era when these majestic creatures were hunted and their meat preserved by local tribes. Whalebone Alley, believed to have been established around 600 years ago, consists of an extensive collection of whale bones, primarily jawbones, ribs, and vertebrae. Many of these bones were meticulously arranged in long rows along the shoreline, lending the site its evocative and apt name. Adding to the intrigue, excavations have revealed the presence of pits used for storing whale meat, some of which still contain fossilized remnants of this ancient sustenance. The overall ambiance is one of a haunting Titan's boneyard, stirring the imagination and immersing visitors in the rich history of this remarkable place. Researchers and archaeologists speculate on the significance of Whalebone Alley, proposing theories that point to its role as a site of communal worship and ritual for united tribes. At the lower end of the alley, remnants of a sacred site have been discovered, hinting at the spiritual importance ascribed to the location. The meat pits, on the other hand, are believed to have served as communal food storage for the gathered tribespeople. However, local inhabitants, who trace their ancestry back to the civilizations that created the site, hold a different perspective. According to them, Whalebone Alley was simply a gathering place where hunters could convene and collectively process their catches. Number 7. Babylon Labyrinth. Located approximately 277 kilometers from the city of Murmansk, near the town of Kandalaksha in Russia's northwest region, lies a remarkable stone labyrinth known as Babylon. This labyrinth, estimated to be nearly 4,000 years old, has intrigued scientists and researchers for its unique form, resembling a trap or a complex system of passages used for fishing or conducting various rituals aimed at attracting good fortune. Commonly referred to as the Babylon Stone Labyrinth, this large network of intricate passages consists entirely of stones. It is believed that ancient people performed their magical ceremonies within these structures. Some theories suggest that the labyrinths were associated with hunting, while others propose that the passages were occasionally used for burial purposes. Stone labyrinths of this kind were prevalent among many primitive societies, particularly noticeable in several locations near the Umba and Pona rivers on the Kola Peninsula. The popularity of labyrinths in these areas has led to fantastical hypotheses regarding their purpose. Some researchers speculate that these structures were closely linked to ancient beliefs in the afterlife and other realms. It is suggested that villages near the labyrinths maintained communication with one another, even over great distances, with the stone structures serving as not only antennas, but also receivers for signals. However, none of the theories put forth so far have been definitively proven. No archaeological evidence of burials has been found beneath the spiral formations, and claims of doors to other worlds or long-distance signal transmission remain unverified. The local tribes, known as Pomors, named the spirals composed of medium-sized stones, Babylon. The origin of this name is subject to different interpretations. One explanation links it to the Russian word for wavy or winding, which reflects the appearance of the labyrinth. Another interpretation suggests a distorted version of the Celtic word Avalon, meaning the place where fairies live. Translated into Russian, Avalon means an apple, which resembles the shape of Babylon when cut lengthwise. Accessing the labyrinth can be challenging as it is situated some distance from Murmansk, and its location may go unnoticed by many, particularly those unfamiliar with the area. Babylon in the Kandalaksha Hills stands as a unique but not uncommon phenomenon, as the largest concentration of labyrinths can be found on Volosiany Sopka, 3 kilometers from the main road in Kandalaksha. Despite ongoing efforts, many mysteries surrounding enigmatic Babylon remain unsolved, hinting at the possibility of future excavations and discoveries. Number 6. Crimson River. The residents of Norilsk, a city located within the Arctic Circle, have recently shared photos on social media of a concerning sight, an intensely red river. Speculation regarding the cause ranges from apocalyptic theories to potential chemical leaks. The Russian authorities have initiated an investigation and are focusing on a local metals plant as the likely source of the phenomenon. Norilsk is notorious for its heavy pollution and industrial activities, with the presence of Norilsk Nickel, a mining giant operating a nickel smelting plant upstream. According to a press release translated by The Guardian, Russia's Natural Resources and Environment Ministry suggested that the red color could be attributed to a break in a Norilsk nickel slurry pipe. Mining expert David Chambers, president of the Center for Science and Public Participation, explains that the bright red hue is typical of mine waste, likely due to oxidized iron present in the waste. The exact nickel processing methods employed at the metals plant remain uncertain, but certain high-temperature or pressure oxidation processes can convert sulfide minerals into iron oxide, which, when mixed with water, results in a vivid red appearance. It is also possible that the discarded waste from nickel ore processing contains significant amounts of iron, which may have ended up in the river, causing the color change. Similar incidents have occurred near a nickel factory in Sudbury, Ontario, where a nearby river has turned a similarly striking red color. The presence of high concentrations of mine waste in the water raises concerns about toxicity, as the chemicals and their concentrations can determine the level of hazard. Drinking, irrigating with, or allowing livestock to consume such water is strongly discouraged due to potential risks. Experts suggest that cleaning the river may be a challenging task, as the authorities may need to wait for the metals to dilute sufficiently and naturally clear out. The time required for the water to become safe again depends on the metal concentrations and could range from hours to days. This is not the first instance of the river in Norilsk turning red, as social media users reported a similar occurrence in June. Some individuals point to the metals plant as the likely culprit, although Norilsk Nickel denies any wrongdoing, claiming that the river's color is natural. The company has increased environmental monitoring in the area and is conducting water sample analyses in collaboration with the Federal Service for Supervision of Natural Resource Usage. Number 5. Abandoned Diamond Mine. Located in the remote town of Mirny, within the Siberian wilderness, lies a remarkable site, a massive hole known as the Mirny Diamond Mine. This man-made excavation measures over half a mile in width and descends over 1,000 feet into the earth. What makes it even more extraordinary is its ability to suck in anything that flies overhead, earning it a reputation for mysterious and supernatural occurrences. The story of the Mirny Diamond Mine dates back to 1955, when Soviet geologists discovered kimberlite, a rock formation associated with diamond deposits, during their extensive search for valuable minerals. Impressed by the findings, Soviet leader Joseph Stalin ordered the construction of the Mirny diamond mine, envisioning it as the largest and most prosperous diamond mine in the world. Building the mine posed significant challenges. The region experiences a 7-month period of permafrost, during which the ground remains frozen, making construction difficult. The harsh winters with temperatures as low as 40 degrees below zero further complicated the process. Undeterred, the Soviets used innovative methods, such as jet engines to thaw the ground, protective covers to prevent machinery from freezing, and dynamite to penetrate the permafrost. By 1960, the mine was fully operational and exceeded expectations. Throughout the 1960s, it produced an astounding 10 million carats of diamonds annually, with approximately 20% of them being gem quality. The mine boasted a remarkable diamond yield of around 4 carats per ton of ore, among the highest rates in the world. Notably, it even yielded a record-breaking 342.57 carats fancy lemon yellow diamond, the largest ever found in the country. The Mirny diamond mine contributed significantly to the global diamond market, generating an estimated $13 billion worth of diamonds. In 2004, the Mirny diamond mine abruptly closed, with officials citing a flood and the mine reaching an unworkable depth as reasons for the closure. However, alternative theories circulated among conspiracy theorists and diamond dealers. Today, the mine stands abandoned, with ongoing underground diamond research conducted by the Russian company Alrosa. The airspace above the mine remains restricted due to the dangerous vortex created by the temperature differences between the surface and the mine's depths, which can potentially suck in helicopters and small aircraft. In 2010, plans were announced to transform the mine into a futuristic domed city, providing sustainable housing for over 10,000 residents. However, no concrete progress has been made on this ambitious project. Number 4. Crooked Forest. The dancing forest, also known as the drunken forest or crooked forest, is a natural phenomenon located in the Kaliningrad Oblast of Russia, specifically on the Curonian Spit. This unique forest has gained worldwide attention for its surreal and contorted trees that appear to be frozen in a dance-like pose. While the exact cause of their peculiar shapes remains a mystery, the visual impact of the forest is undeniably captivating. The dancing forest consists primarily of pine trees, each characterized by a significant bend at the base of its trunk, curving sharply towards the north before straightening up again. You will feel like you are in another world because of the appearance of the trees' bent and twisted forms. Some trees are even bent at a 90-degree angle, giving the impression of a frozen forest in mid-dance. The forest's origins can be traced back to around the mid-20th century, with most estimates suggesting that the trees were planted in the 1930s. Nobody knows the reason behind the weird twists and shapes of these trees. Various theories have been proposed, including human interference through intentional shaping for woodworking purposes, or to create naturally curved timber for furniture or boat building. Another theory suggests that the peculiar shapes were caused by heavy snowfalls or strong winds, which bent the young trees during their early growth stages. Number 3. Juice flood. A recent incident in a town in western Russia resulted in the unexpected flooding of over 28 million liters of PepsiCo juices. The affected town, Labyrinth, is home to the 6th largest juice factory in the world, owned by PepsiCo. Following the collapse of a significant portion of the factory's warehouse, a vast quantity of juices, including flavors like pineapple, mango, pomegranate, grapefruit, and many others, spilled into the streets. Labyrinth is located approximately 235 miles south of Moscow, and the juices produced in this plant are sold under the brand name Ja in Russia. The substantial spillage resulted in the streets being submerged in juices, eventually flowing into the nearby Don River. Concerns were raised by environmental activists, prompting an investigation into potential health hazards associated with the incident. Water samples were taken from the river to assess any impact on the water supply. According to Dmitry Chersin, a local Russian environmental watchdog representative, no indications of water resource damage have been found thus far. During the incident, 2 plant workers became trapped on a gantry at a height of 125 feet. They were later rescued and taken to the hospital for medical evaluation. Pepsi representatives acknowledged the occurrence and expressed their willingness to cover any damages caused. Additionally, they emphasized that the extent of flooding is not as dramatic as initially reported. Number 2. Raining riches. In a bizarre incident in Siberia, a Russian cargo plane experienced a cascading shower of gold, platinum, and diamonds shortly after takeoff. Miraculously, no injuries were reported from the unexpected downpour of precious metals and gems. Approximately 172 ingots, weighing a total of 3 tons, spilled from the Nimbus Airlines AN-12 cargo plane before it made an emergency landing at an alternative airport about 12 kilometers away. Much of the cargo was strewn across the runway during takeoff. Initial reports suggested that the hatch doors were ripped open due to airflow, but it is now believed that the cargo may not have been properly secured, despite all the necessary safety procedures being followed. The Yakutsk airport, where the incident occurred, has launched an investigation to determine the exact cause of the mishap. The aftermath images of the cargo plane depict a scene of significant damage, indicating a serious incident. The total value of the lost cargo was estimated at around $363 million. The Chukotka Mining and Geological Company, not a Russian celebrity, owned the valuable goods and is likely displeased with the turn of events. Although the cargo hatch door also fell to the ground, no injuries were reported among the 5 crew members. The incident serves as a reminder always to secure cargo before takeoff, especially when it consists of valuable items like gold, platinum, and diamonds. Number 1. 40,000-year-old virus. Scientists from France have successfully revived a zombie virus that lay dormant for 48,500 years beneath a frozen lake in Russia. The discovery has raised concerns about the potential for another pandemic. The preliminary findings, which have not yet undergone peer review, suggest that global warming is causing the thawing of vast areas of permafrost, releasing long-frozen organic materials, including potentially deadly germs. The researchers warn that the revival of ancient unknown viruses could have disastrous consequences for plants, animals, and humans. The French scientists have intentionally revived some of these zombie viruses from Siberian permafrost to study their behavior. The oldest virus, Pandoravirus yedoma, dated back a whopping 48,500 years, breaking the previous record set by a 30,000-year-old virus also found in Siberia in 2013. In total, the study described 13 viruses, each with its own genome. Scientists have found that all of these zombie viruses have the potential to be infectious, posing a health risk. They suggest that pandemics could become more common in the future as ancient permafrost layers thaw and release long-dormant viruses. We hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next one.